January's producer price index, another inflation measure, rose 0.7% on the month, while economists surveyed by Dow Jones expected a 0.4% increase. Initial jobless claims unexpectedly fell for the week ending February 11th per a Labor Department report. The new data comes after January's consumer price index and retail sales report were both higher than expected, suggesting that the Federal Reserve may have to go further in its efforts to tame inflation. What is going on, guys? Lottery Stocks here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you're new. Now, you might be wondering, Lottery Stocks, what do you have on the screen right now? This is a stock that ran 22,271%. Its ticker symbol SLND. Now you might be wondering, did it actually run that much? Because the candle doesn't really look like it. Well, as previously disclosed on February 14th, 2023, Southland Holdings consummated the transactions contemplated by the agreement and plan of the merger dated as of May 25th, 2022. So this is going through a merger right now, and in connection with the business combination, Southland is required to meet certain listing requirements pursuant to the rules of the NASDAQ. Following the business combination, trading in Southland securities on NASDAQ was halted pending receipt of additional information that has been requested by NASDAQ prior to the consummation of the business combination. So basically, the NASDAQ halted this ticker and they are waiting on a pending receipt for additional information. And today, February 16th, they are going to decide if this ticker symbol gets delisted or if it does not get delisted. Now, if this does not get delisted, guys, just watch this, because even I might not even know what's going on right now. But again, we saw that DGAZF play way back and people were very confused about it running up to 25 grand a share, and it had to start somewhere. Overall, I just thought this was cool and I wanted to bring it to you guys. What is going on? My name is Lottery Stocks. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you're new. Thank you guys for pressing on the video. We have a lot of stuff to go over, so stay till the end of the video so you don't have to watch another update video here on YouTube. Without further ado, it's free. Please hit the like. Please hit the subscribe button. Let's get into it. The SPY broke below this channel and is retesting it right now, right around 412. We're sitting kind of red on the day, down 0.7%. Not looking the best for the SPY. However, we are looking pretty good as we still hold this 405 kind of base that we have built out down here. So if the SPY does want to retrace, I'm watching that 405.50 level to see what it actually wants to do. If it wants to break back up and kind of test this channel again, or if we want to break below that $400 level and re-enter bear market. As for AMC, we're trading at $5.30, up 2.42% on the day, exactly where we expected to come to in yesterday's video. Come right up, test this resistance level. We're looking at 530, then we're looking at that $7 level, and then so on and so forth, breaking recent highs on AMC. Overall, it's looking pretty good. It made higher lows. This is a bullish thing to see, and we are finally in this cycle channel where AMC usually has a major move to the upside. Based on history, this cycle always plays out to a T, so we will see what comes for AMC going forward. I'm getting extremely excited, to say the least, and GameStop is also looking well. I see GameStop flying over the next week and a half, and no matter what cycle I overlay on it, GameStop seems to look like it is going to have a decent move higher. As of right now, I'm watching this $23.50 level for GameStop to get a slight rejection at. Overall, I do think we are going to scale up to $23.50 going forward. Now, real quick, touching on some AMC Ortex numbers, 23.49% short interest. Utilization is still maxed out, so the short interest is actually rising on AMC, and the cost to borrow average sitting above 500% now. So most short sellers on average are paying 5 times their position, which is absolutely not sustainable, and some of them are paying up to 830%, so over 8 times their position just to borrow shares. The minimum you don't have to worry about. It just means one short, it could be one share, has very low risk to borrow. It doesn't really matter, so you really have to pay attention to the average. So the estimated short interest on APE is 6.58%, and utilization is at 87%, with the cost to borrow average sitting around 8.5%. AMC, according to Stock Tracker, has 0 shares available to borrow. As for the option chain, we're losing, but not as bad anymore. 3,000 calls compared to 32,000 puts expiring in the money, and look how many puts are going to expire out of the money this week and get wiped right off the rug. Short exempts stacked up high on AMC, 761,000. And finally, AMC is on the threshold list for the 10th consecutive day. Yesterday, we made a video on the 9th day, but after market close, it was finally 10 consecutive days. And after market close today, we are going to see if it's at 11 consecutive days. After 13, fails to deliver, have to be forcefully covered on the open market. You might be wondering, how does AMC end up on the threshold list? Having fails to deliver of at least 10,000 million, or 0.5% of the total shares available. AMC float is 516 million, so 0.5% is 2.58 mil for 5 consecutive days. The data for the last half of January just came out, and it shows we eclipsed that 2.58 million on January 27th. We have been that way all of February. Also, it's a ticking time bomb. After 13 days on the threshold securities list, they are forced to close, in parentheses, buy those positions. And it's no trust me bro, we have straight facts with straight links. Now Ape yesterday got a dark pool alert, massive 17 million print at $2.46. However, people are looking at this and they're seeing that it only moved the price 2 cents on Ape. Let me know if you guys see this. So there was a 17 million volume candle and a 1-minute candle, and Ape's price only moved 2 cents in after hours. This shows no orders are being put through. No orders are being actually pressed to weigh out the supply and demand the way it should be weighed out, and it's just more manipulation to show you guys. Good morning, apes. Last night in Denver, CEO Adam Aron said that the head of major short selling firm, a person with 30 years experience, stated that Ape was the biggest mispricing of a security that he had ever seen in his entire career. You can hear it from Adam yourself.
That he had ever seen in his entire career, spanning decades and decades as an investor. And it literally makes no sense.
Finally, the SEC put out a press release. The Security and Exchange Commission today adopted rule changes to shorten the standard settlement cycle for most broker-dealer transactions in the securities from 2 business days after the trade date, T+2 to T+1. So this will be published on the Federal Register. The final rules will become effective 60 days after publication of the Federal Register, so May 28th of 2024. I will leave the link to the press release in the comments. Following that up, these are texts of JPMorgan's executive Jess Staley and Jeffrey Epstein. In quote, "That was fun," Staley allegedly wrote, "Say hi to Snow White. What character would you like next?" is what Epstein allegedly wrote, and she goes, "Beauty and the Beast." JPMorgan is being sued for allegedly aiding Epstein. Boom, another bombshell. Moving on, US household debt jumped to a record 16.9 trillion last quarter, and another train carrying hazardous chemicals has just mysteriously derailed this time in Detroit. You can't make this stuff up, guys. It's not a coincidence anymore, because firefighters are battling another massive 5-acre warehouse fire with potential hazardous fumes. Moving on, here are some earnings plays for after close. If you want to hear more about them, make sure to be in the Discord down below. GameStop's reporting 950,000 shares available to borrow. You're actually winning on the option chain, 24,000 calls compared to 20,000 puts. Short exempts are getting very high on GameStop. And Bed Bath & Beyond are not reporting ETF shares anymore. 250,000 shares available to borrow at a most recent fee of 138%, so that's dropping again as well. We are getting slaughtered on the option chain, and short exempts are loaded up as well. They are crushing Bed Bath & Beyond's momentum and ultimately completely stopping it from what it can do. Overall, guys, that is going to do it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you found value out of the video. Make sure to drop a comment down below and get up to 15 free stocks. Guys, some of you downloaded Moomoo on your phone or computer and opened an account, which is the hard part. Once you deposit a penny, you're going to start getting free stocks courtesy of me and Moomoo, so make sure to go do that. My link will be in the comments or in the description down below. I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.